Now, the holiday season is in full swing. People from across the country are making their way to various holiday destinations. eNCA's Athi Mtongana is on the Cape route R62. Let's get to the very latest. Now, Athi, you definitely look like you're in the middle of nowhere.
I definitely do. We are on the R62 just before Ladysmith and just before Oudtshoorn, where we'll be visiting the ostrich farm. But I thought we should maybe perhaps stop on the side of the road and talk about the trip leading to where we are. But I'm going to ask my colleague to pan in a few minutes while I put on the sunscreen because it is scorching hot. I asked Siri on my phone a couple of minutes ago and she says it's about 34 degrees. And I mean, right now the sun is literally sitting on top of us. So while I put on the sunscreen to protect myself, I'm going to ask Crescendo Low, my colleague, to pan and show you where we are. You are right. It does seem like we're in the middle of nowhere, but this is a route which many tourists tend to choose when they do travel from the Western Cape all the way to the Eastern Cape. Earlier on, we used the N2, but we also decided to join the R62, which has been quite calm for the past few hours that we've been on it. A lot of travelers very calm and driving very slowly, you know, very much abiding to most of the road traffic rules that have been given out by the traffic department at the beginning of the holiday period.
Now, what is the sense that you're getting from your fellow road users? Are they all aiming just to get to their destination as quickly as possible? Or are they, like you, stopping and taking their time to take in the scenery?
Taking the time, taking everything in as they go along the way. It's a very long road, so brakes are much needed when you do use this particular road. And I mean, in any kind of road, really, if you are a holiday maker and you are making your way to whatever destination in this beautiful country, you do need to take a breather. On the side of the road, there's many stops that you can opt to go to make sure that you relieve yourself, stretch, and just make sure that you're ready for the next few kilometers.
I want to give you a little job as you continue your way. I always notice that those little spots, those picnic spots that used to be quite popular along the side of the road, they have those little cement tables with the cement chairs where families used to stop and have their pot course. I remember us using them quite a bit, only finding out when I was older that was because during the times of apartheid there were so many restaurants and little places along the way that we weren't allowed to stop and to go into and use, and therefore pot course was a necessary tradition. I wonder if you can find out how many people are actually still packing in pot course and how many are just stopping at a cafe or a well-known franchise along the way.
Well, there's many options, cafes, restaurants, and those particular stops that you just mentioned, which also, when I saw on the side of the road, just brought back memories of when I was growing up and I used to travel on these roads where we used to literally stop, get our picnic baskets out and start taking a break and eating with family. We've seen that as well with all the people, with some of the people actually that have been using this route, people just making sure that, you know, they gain all the fuel they need, not just with their cars but with their stomachs, just making sure that, you know, everything is sorted for the road ahead. And of course those short breaks or those unintended breaks where young ones would have to ask for a toilet break, I cannot not mention those because obviously that is also what makes up long trips for holidays.
We'll leave it there for now, right, Athi? I'm looking forward to your pot course update later on.